Now that hurricane, it's going to cross, it's going to hit Cedar Keys, perhaps. It might even drop south to Tampa, who knows. But it's going to travel across the state. All right, guys, Builder Rick here with Craftsman Tiny Homes. We're getting ready to endure Hurricane Idalia. The eye is probably going to come right over us. Now, this is not my first rodeo being in the eye of a hurricane. I actually enjoy it. So, back in, what year was it? 2008, I drove down to Louisiana so that I could record magnetic fields in Hurricane Gustav. And I took my whole family.
The Storm Chase family. This is my brother Rio, Falcon, and my mom's shooting camera, and we're in the middle of Hurricane Gustav.
And we had a pretty good time. As we were going down, we were the only people driving to the hurricane. As a matter of fact, there were thousands and thousands of vehicles leaving Louisiana. But I had predicted where it was going to hit. And I wanted to specifically be in the eye of the hurricane. Look at that. We're right in the middle of the eye right now. It's 10:44 a.m. This is the eye. And look how calm it is. We just went through some torrential rains. And the reason for that is because I've never recorded the inside of a hurricane up until that point. I have recorded mesocyclones. I've recorded dust devils for electromagnetic fields and hurricanes, but not in the eye. So that was important because I could get the before, the middle, and the aftermath of it all. Shooting that, buddy?
Yeah!
I got published in 2008 in the National Weather Digest for my research, electromagnetic fields recorded in mesocyclones. Now, I'm dropping that in because I spent many, many years, since like 1979, being curious as to how these storms form. Why is there less pressure in the center? And I now know it's because of the electromagnetic fields that they generate. But you can read that paper. You can go online and see electromagnetic fields recorded in mesocyclones and see what I was researching. So it covers dust devils. It covers mesocyclones. Not quite a tornado. I had not been able to get in the eye of a tornado. I almost did at one point, but I couldn't suit up fast enough to get on my motorcycle and ride into the eye. Anyway, it's 11 a.m. We're in north central Florida. Here's the thing. Let me see if I can show you this. That's our cell tower. And we installed that because the reception here is so bad. It's like next to no bars at all. We first built this tower and we placed that antenna up there on the tower. But look at all these trees, they're in the way. So that tower right there, it's 30 feet to that deck, and then we raised it another 10 feet, and our reception was a little bit better. But these trees, they're 80 feet. So we had to get a crane to come in and set this 70-foot metal tower, which rests at 20 feet, and that's 90 feet. 90 feet to the top of that. So we've got all this protection around us from the winds. If the winds are going to blow at any miles per hour, it could be 6, it could be 100 miles per hour, whatever. We've got all that protection around us with these trees. And the only bad thing about all these trees are that, of course, the branches fall. And, actually, last night, a branch fell all on its own. We had next to no wind, and a branch just fell all by itself and knocked out the power to us and about 1, 2, 3, 5 others maybe, or maybe just 5 of us. 5 homes got the power knocked out. And so my son stayed up until 3 o'clock in the morning assisting the power company to get that power back on. But we probably have our power go out here, I would say, 5, maybe 7 times a year it goes out. And there are so many splices on our wires. It is insane. So right where the wire breaks, they put on this big splice. And if you just walk down the line, you can see there's just tons of splices. And what typically happens is a branch will fall. One of the lines connects with the other line, and then you hear a big boom. Bam! Right? And our transformer goes out. So it's got a big breaker on it. The guy comes and he can either repair the wire and then hit that breaker back on. But yeah, it's a quite frequent occurrence in this part of Florida because, you know, all these houses around here, we're all sitting right in the jungle. I call it a jungle. I don't know what the technical term would be here in Florida, but it feels like a jungle. I mean, we are surrounded by all kinds of plants and animals. And now here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look at this. Now those are saw palmettos right there. Now, I like to saw palmettos because if you're starving to death and you need food, you can go out there with a machete and you can chop them up and you can get the heart of the palm and you can actually eat it. And also, they produce these seeds, which are edible. And that's pretty cool. But anyway, in preparation for the hurricane, a lot of people, especially in like HOA communities where they don't have a lot of trees, a lot of these guys, they'll start boarding up their windows and they'll, you know, for protection. And they prepare other things, you know, they get extra water, break out their generators here in Florida and probably in Louisiana, I'm sure, Texas. And anybody on the coastline there that's susceptible to hurricanes, they do major preparation. Now, I'm not going to prepare only because I have the ability to repair broken windows. I can do installations, doors. It doesn't matter to me. And as far as cars go, what we try to do is we try and park them in an area to where branches aren't going to drop down right on top of them, because that happens a lot. Actually, a branch fell just arbitrarily. There was no storm. A branch fell on my personal truck and it dented it. So I had to do the repair myself. Sometimes I'll be in the house and we will hear a big boom and it's a tree branch. Of course, our dog hears it. He runs out and he wants to see what it is. This dog knows every molecule of this property. If he hears something, he'll go run out and he'll go right to where the noise was and he'll discover what happened. It's just amazing. And it's just crazy. He knows every branch on the property. So if he sees a new one, he'll go bark at it and then he'll start trying to chew it up. It's so funny. He's really an amazing dog. Maybe for this series, for the hurricane, I can drop in more videos as things progress. But right now, it's really calm. I'm going to say 3 miles per hour winds if they exist, and that would be up at the top of the trees. And we can't really feel it down here. But later on, yeah, we're going to have swaying trees coming on. I'm pretty sure that the National Hurricane Center has got it probably spot on where it's going to land. And it's going to hit Cedar Keys. Cedar Keys is southwest of us by 1 hour. Now that hurricane, it's going to cross, it's going to hit Cedar Keys perhaps. It might even drop south to Tampa, who knows. But it's going to travel across the state, northeast. And as it does, of course, the destruction path is going to be the most at the coast. It won't be in the center, and it's probably not going to be in the northeast of Florida, maybe like near Jacksonville. By the way, I don't know whether you know this or not. I just recently found this out. I typed in the most populated cities in Florida, and I found out that it's Jacksonville. And I believe they said 950,000, almost 1 million people in Jacksonville. I would have thought it would be Miami, but it's not. Miami has got something like, and I could be wrong, 680,000 people. And then there's Tampa Bay and there's St. Petersburg. I'm going to tie this video up here. And remember, hit that like, subscribe, comment, and all the other stuff you do. Okay. Anyway, Builder Rick here, signing out.